Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's another beautiful day out here in the Carpathians. Our temperature is about -3 and there's a blinding sun. Today I thought we can have a bit of fun. In a previous video I talked about different types of snow camouflage. Now, let's have a hypothetical situation. Let's imagine, like in The Long Dark, there's a crazy geomagnetic storm where suddenly we have instant global cooling, thick snow and ice, and you find yourself without official snow camouflage, and yet you need to evade humans or to hunt animals without being seen. What can you do at home to rectify this situation? What we're going to do is we're going to take an old shirt. This is one of my nice artistic grandfather shirts which I paint in, and we're going to turn this into a snow camo smock, because if you remember in the last video I explained most snow camouflage is just a cotton overlayer onto what you're already wearing. You're basically just slipping something cotton on which breaks up your pattern in a snowy environment, and this fulfills this function perfectly. It's loose, it's baggy, and it's white, plus it's also a smock. So we're going to paint this. Because of where I live, I'm going to paint to fit my environment. Depending on where you live, you need to look, see what's around you, and make it fit your environment. Now remember, with snow camouflage, less is more. So we're not going to do a full picture. We're basically just going to break up the white with dark patterns to make us less distinguishable in a snowy environment. So, let's begin. The first thing I've done using drawing pins is peg out the shirt. This is on an old whiteboard, so it's taut. It could be a little bit tauter, but it doesn't really matter because I'll be pulling it when I'm drawing. So basically pin out your shirt. If you really want to make it perfect, put something underneath to separate the two layers so that the colours don't bleed. Me, I don't care, because even if they bleed through, it will just add fuzzy patches rather than distinct lines. Now let's talk about what we're going to paint with. This is snow camo. It's basically dark colours on white. If you find yourself in a completely isolated situation, you can use, there's a beautiful goldfinch just straight behind me. I don't know if I can get him. In a pinch, you can use permanent marker pens. You can't use felt tips because they'll wash off. So permanent marker, DVD markers, that sort of thing. You're basically going black, brown and green. For today, I'm going to be using actual textile paint. Most people probably won't have this at home, but I do lots of different things, so I do. So we're going to start with some black. There's some nice black going here. This front part first. And obviously the aim is to distort the image. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of yellow on because of the tussocks. So not much, just a little. Next, green, and again, similar sort of pattern. It's starting to look like an 80s disco shirt. And now, brown. Something I could happily wear at the Copacabana. Now, because of the weather, because of the season, sorry, because it's winter, I'm not going to be drawing leaves because there are no leaves, but there are tussocks of grass. So, this is the front done. Okay, and now on to the final bit, the back. Hopefully I've got some paint left. Like I said, you don't need to do this with paint. You can do it with permanent markers. Important is that it fixes to the material. This is sort of like abstract, real tree, diggy flecktarn. Something along those lines. I now have camouflage gloves, but I have to wear gloves because it's -3 and it's not very comfortable after an extended period. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Carpathian Adventure Snow Smock. Easy to make at home. cheap, and I'd say it'd be pretty effective. Once the colours have dried and are blended in, it will be pretty effective in snowy woodland conditions. Remember, just old cotton shirt, preferably a smock type, which can be thrown on top. Another excellent suggestion, if you have old white painter's overalls, either a dungaree or a full jumpsuit, they've got to be made of cotton though. The higher the polyester content, the less likely the paint will be to stick. You get 100% cotton painter's jumpsuit or dungarees, makes excellent snow camouflage material. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, be free.